Alright, this is my guide for Killjoy. I'm gonna go over each and every one of her abilities so you can understand what I do and what you probably should do as well. Nanoswarm is probably the most important one out of her whole kit because that's like the main thing that's gonna get you free kills. Alright, so what many people don't know is you can hide it inside of this decoration on the map. You see these? You can hide inside of these because they're actually not really there, so your Nanoswarm just hides inside of these. You can hide it inside of these, that. You can hide inside of this too, but this one you can actually see if you angle yourself right here if you're the enemy that's coming up. You can use these to just basically hide your Nanoswarm so they don't just automatically shoot it before they plant. You can actually hide these on certain parts of the other maps too, but there's another spot on B which is not as good as the other ones, as you can hide it right here, but they can see that for them if they get close enough. Here's some other swarm spots for this point. I'm gonna be going over every single one that I found recently. You can hide it right here too.
Placing swarm grenade.
I suggest if you wanted to like really succeed on Killjoy is find out where common plant spots are and just find little things like this. The Alarmbot is another way to secure some kills. If it hits them, they take 2 times damage for a short amount of time. The enemies in range, it will run up to them and inflict the effect on them. I like to position myself in a way so I can actually secure that kill really easily because I've been waiting for them. This is a nice little combo they can do. When they push up through here, they'll alert this Alarmbot and you can activate the Swarmnade right after. The Alarmbot will give you a little notification when it goes off, or she'll say that it's been destroyed. The turret's a great way to bait or watch for flank. I usually hide it in certain corners so I know when they're trying to push. If they do try to push in, I try to stay back to either combo into an Alarmbot and get some more kills in, or just back off completely so I can set up my ult if I do have it. If I don't have my ult, I'll just set up and wait for my team to push in so I can activate my Swarmnades to kill them if they try to plant the bomb. The turret doesn't do a lot of damage, so you can't rely on it to get you free kills. I kind of try to bait it either while putting it in corners and having them shoot at it, or I can place it right above where I'm about to peek, so if they try to shoot it, I'll immediately peek right after. Next is her ultimate. When you have her ult out, you can see a little ring on the map where it's gonna go. In this corner on this site, you can clear out A completely. They can only go here or push all the way down into long. I have a spot for back of the site so they actually can't hide here. Aim right here and jump and throw it, and it lands right into the spot where they can only go.
Swarm grenade out.
Here's another spot you can use for attacking or defending. If you want to push B, you can tell your teammates you want to go down here to plant your ult right in this corner. This completely clears out B. You want to set up something to defend it, maybe even a turret, because those respawn after a while. You can also use it to retake B if you have control of A, to push up in sewers and completely shut off the point. I have one for C too if you want to retake. You place it right here and it covers the whole point. The only place that can go is down and long. Here's a Swarmnade spot for backup cubby too.
Placing swarm grenade.
Right here. It bounces into Cubby and you can activate it. Completely shuts off Cubby. That covers all of her abilities and her ultimate. I can show you some more spots for her Swarmnades for each map, and I'm going to show you a few more ult spots to retake points. Here's a point for B, either retaking it or pushing B. You gotta be careful, this one can be pushed and wallbanged using a high-powered weapon. This covers the whole point, and they have to either run out here or push you. Here's a spot for A. If you place your ult in this corner, A, Y, and E lobby are the only places that are safe. Make sure you protect this one though. If you go right here into this corner, aim right here, jump throw, this will actually go right into A and Y. They are literally not safe in this corner. Here's one for split B. If you place it right in this corner, it will cover the whole point and it'll be forced off a point. You can use that to retake point or defend it even. The best spot if you're trying to take B is right here. The only problem is that they can sit back site, so make sure you can follow up. The best spot to retake A is right here as a CT. The only spot that they can hide is back of site or if they leave completely. If you're at T trying to retake or can secure A, you can place it right in this corner and covers pipe completely. For this map, if you hear them pushing, just place your ult right here. If you're trying to take B, you can place it in this corner and secure everything and pushes them back into CT. They can still hold these angles though, so be careful. For a site, I say either place it right here and secure it, make sure they don't break it, or if you can secure a U-Haul, then it's really good for both sides. Covers the whole point,
Initiated. My
pushes
ultimate
back
is
both
ready.
team into their respectable areas, and
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Ah. Oh. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Ah. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Oh. Ah. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Ah. Oh. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Here. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm Swarm grenade out. Placing swarm grenade. 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 Swarm grenade out.
I actually have some tips and stuff. When I stream, I talk about what I'm doing sometimes, and you can actually learn a little bit from me.
One enemy remaining.
Behind crates.